Hello everyone, Triggin here, and welcome back to Growler's Island. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button for me, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. So, just got on a couple minutes ago, and found that we lost both our moss chops. Mookie got killed, and Mossy has just disappeared, probably ran away. But then this guy was wandering around nearby, and he is a 110 Dodicurus, so got him knocked out. I already took our other Dode off Wander. I'm taking Gerard off Wander too. You guys just stay here now, and I need to go get Growler some food. Alright, Growler's hungry boy. Okay, if you say so. I got the sheep situation fixed. There are now sheep everywhere. Probably too many sheep. I should probably cut back on that. If you run a server and can't find sheep anywhere and it's annoying at you, like it was annoying me, I tell you how I fixed it. I added in a new spawner for the sheep. Yes, in other words, I cheated. Again, I have no qualms about cheating when the game's broken, so... But yeah, there's probably too many of them, and they definitely give you way too many resources. I mean, these guys give a lot of resources. You could probably kill one of them with... let's get Leonard actually out, and I'll kill one of them and show you just how much you get in terms of resources. Now, I have not killed one here on this server, and the settings are different than on the center island. But that's right. Wag your tail. Happy Leonard. Okay, so we'll let him tame up, and Gerard's watching over him. But, yeah, let's get this guy right here. But check this out. Look at that. 120 mutton, 200 something hide, and how many pelts did we get? That's just ridiculous. We shouldn't get any pelts at all for killing them. You shouldn't get pelt anyways. You should be getting wool, but we should only get it when you shear them. So, ARK devs, that's definitely something I think you should change. You should not get pelt when you kill a sheep. Great with getting the mutton, though you probably have the quantity too high. I understand that you were sort of, countering that by making it a really rare spawn, but that was just ridiculous. So you'd it's much smarter to make it a more common spawn, maybe not as common as I have it right now, and then have the stuff it gives be more in line with normal. Anyways, that's enough of my lecturing developers who I don't know and I'm sure don't watch my videos and all of that good stuff. So anyways, yeah, we're back home here. We did make it home without any further incidents. We lost both our moss chops, as I said, but we got all 3 wolves and both mammoths home. And now we've got this 110 Dodicurus taming up, which is going to be pivotal. That'll be our new boulder. We'll name him the boulder to replace our missing boulder wherever he disappeared to. Again, he never, it never showed that he died. So I wonder if we'll ever find him wandering around somewhere. Maybe I should name this one something else so I don't end up with 2 boulders. But, the boulder is just, the boulder needs to be named. Why am I Oh, that's right. I'm so used to the pumpkins, I forget you gotta eat more than one. Alrighty, so, 2 things I wanna do today. One, I just spent about 250 engram points. God, I can't believe it was that many engram points. But I just spent most of the engram points I've been saving up to get all of the engrams for the Castles and Keep set. And I built one of the crafting tables for the Castles and Keep set on our raft there, so that we will have a mobile construction base. Because I think it's time that we started working on getting our permanent base. And I want to do a little scouting. There's someplace I've been wanting to build again for a long time. Now I'm thirsty. Growler, you're just such a complainer. Shut up. I've been wanting to build there again for a long time. I don't know where my water jar is empty. That's odd. Why does it still look empty? Maybe it's just... Yeah, I guess it's not empty. It's just grayed out on my taskbar or something. But anyways, so I want to go check that out. I miss Ginger. Ginger was just so awesome. So I want to look and just, see. I mean, if we're out and about, if we see another Baryonyx, then I do want to tame it up, at least if it's a decent level. I'm not going to tame up like a level 20 or something silly like that. But if it's close to Ginger's level, that would be fantastic. We can't actually get a saddle for Gerard here now too. So anyways, I'm going to wait for this guy to tame up. He's over a third of the way there. Boy or girl? Boy. Okay, darn. Would have been nice, actually, if it had been a girl, so we could have had a mated pair. But, you get what you get. So I'm going to wait for this guy to tame up, and then we're going to take Stormageddon, and we're going to go out and do a little bit of scouting. So, BRBs. Alright, welcome back, everyone. This guy's almost up, our new boulder. But I tell you, even though Gerard really just can't stack up to Leonard. I mean, Leonard is a 352 direwolf, and the direwolves are pretty darn tough to begin with. Although it seems to me they're not as tough as they were when I started playing. But I mean, you just look at the stats, Leonard is much tougher than Gerard. But there is something really fun about riding on a Carno. About the same size as Ginger was, so it's nice having a saddle on him. I ran back to the house and made saddle for oh, there we go. The boulder, we won't put two there. Made a saddle for the boulder, made a saddle for the other Dode, and we're just gonna pump weight on you now. And you two can follow me. Leonard, follow. Alright, I'll ride Gerard. Alright, so that was well timed. Get these guys in the house. Come on, Leonard. Oh, that's not Leonard, that's Gerard, the boulder who's stuck with it. Come on, boulder. Move your little round butt. Yeah, I think Gerard wants a sheep too. Sheep of his very own. Okay. Gerard is in the house. Literally. Leonard away. Up. So we'll just leave the boulder trying to figure out what he's doing. Oh, well, good job getting all the way around here. I don't know why you came all the way around here, but there we go. We'll just take him around the end. They're good at water anyways. Okay, we'll put him right up here by the gopher. So, can I possibly get off the saddle? Thank you. I swear the multiple games is really screwing up my finger memory. Okay, so get that shot. Make sure all these guys are on neutral again. Okay, everybody's on neutral. Alrighty, so let's start out by checking out where I want to build. So I will do another BRBs here and bring you back. Pile of rocks. Didn't look like that at first. Bring you back when I get over there. Alright everybody, welcome back. I actually ended up doing quite a lot of flying around and thinking about what I wanted and everything. And the things I want, fairly large flat place to build, access to good resources, and that means more than just wood and stone and everything. I want access to metal and all that, and we're not going to get that in the south, so definitely in the north. But I also want to build somewhere that I've never built before. And you know, I've always wanted to build up here in the snow biome, and have never been able to because of the cold, really. It was the biggest problem. By the time we were able to deal with the cold, we'd already been established somewhere. But in this server setup, I have the temperature tolerance set much higher, mainly to counter the crazy fluctuation in temperatures that the devs added in recent updates in the last few months, which were not here when I started playing. So this, I thought, you know, I've seen people, I think I've seen other people build on this shelf here. It's a great spot. It's a great PvP spot, too. The trouble is, even though this is a great spot, you see it's got this ramp here that goes up here, it doesn't have very good ocean access. So either you're going to have to, you know, build yourself an elevator going down, or come up here and then over and down around to the other side. But even more so is, at least in the state we're in right now, this is a horribly dangerous spot. I mean, there are saber-toothed tigers and dire wolves and tyrannosaurs and RGs, whoa, and mammoths that scare the living crud out of me because I couldn't see them in the shadows. So I don't think that this is actually a viable spot. I thought about maybe getting a foothold, building out on this peninsula over here, which I could just stick. I could probably just stick a behemoth door across this peninsula here, and that would isolate it. But it's really very constricted, and I hated the idea of getting dinos up here, and then, you know, something happens and they end up falling down there. Oh, there's pearls down there. I'd never noticed the pearls there. But then I thought, you know what? I had thought about building out here on the ice floe and immediately dismissed it because there's no wood or anything. But, you know, dodes swim very well. And that ice floe is great because there's nothing hostile out there. Maybe occasionally you might get an RG that flies over there, but that's it. That's a perfectly safe spot. The only problem we would have is we would have to swim it all the way around here. Or maybe, you know what, I bet you we could swim. We'd have to take this rock out every time we went through, but we could probably just swim straight across to here and land here, and then just go over here to go do our stone and wood gathering. So I think that's actually a viable option. So I've actually brought guys along with me. I went back to the house and loaded up the boat. And yes, right there is the spot of our ignoble defeat, where we had Ginger killed thanks to the jellyfish, and our two mammoths killed by a wolf. We were doing good against the land creatures, though. It was the what is that? Oh, it's another wolf. I was just looking at it backwards. It was the jellyfish that did us in. If it hadn't been for the jellyfish, I think we would have handled that Rex fine, and we would have had both of our original mammoths. So I brought our new Dode, the new boulder, one of our two mammoths, and I brought the wolves back up too. And we got our boat here, and we got Stormageddon, of course. And I think I'm sort of torn as to whether I want to build a wall first to sort of secure this. I'm not worried about things getting up here and attacking so much as I am about these guys getting aggroed by something or something happening and then running off into the sea. I'm torn between that and building a house. So I'm just not certain. But I think what we really need to do first... Did I just hear an RG? Thought I heard an RG screech. Been thinking I've been hearing an RG for a while now. Alright. Well, anyways, I think what we need to do first is get some of this new building material we've never used before built. We'll get some pieces built and see what they look like and go from there. So, first things first, let's grab all of our basic... Oh, can't. We're too fat. Yeah, that. Take half of this and take the stone. We couldn't even take all that stone because we're too fat. Okay. Well, that should get us started. So let's go ahead and build, let's see. So we got round and we've got angled pieces and we got regular square. What do we need? Oh, we need metal for these. Oh, I forgot these things require metal. And we don't even have a forge here. Ugh. So I am going to have to get a forge built first and get some metal. Which, getting metal isn't going to be a huge deal. There's tons of metal up here. I mean, we can just make several trips to Stormageddon to get some metal. But I am going to have to get a forge built before we can build any of that. Okay, so, forge. I'm going to get us a forge built. As soon as I have us a forge built, then we'll start getting some industrial metal online so we can start building some of the new building materials. And maybe that plans it. I mean, we need to see how the stuff's going to work out. If it takes a lot of metal, it might be rough to try to build the wall out of it. So maybe we should start with a house. I'm thinking of putting the house right up here on the hill, so we're sort of looking down over our yard. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get a forge built and get some raw metal and get that going. And I'll bring you back when I'm ready to start looking at some of the new building parts. So BRBs. Okay, we're back. You know, I got the forge set up and then realized after setting up the forge and starting to forge metal that it's raw metal it wants, not ingots. Which does make it a little bit better, but it's still so expensive. And it's a lot harder to get metal than I had hoped. I forgot with our stacking mod and everything, and we don't have the resource rates we have on the center. We don't have the stacking mod that we have on the center either, so it's going to be a while before we can collect all that much metal and do that, so I don't think we're going to be able to start out with that. But still, I did want to show it to you. So I really want to build out of this set. I mean, just look at this. This is just the basic one. This is just the generic gray stone one. I mean, that is just cool. That would look great here. But check out some of the other stuff we got here. Got sandstone. That would be great if we were building down on the beach or someplace. That would look really cool. They got mossy. The mossy one, to me, would look great on the center, where you've got all those ruins. Build in one of those ruins with the mossy stone. In fact, it would be smarter to have this on our center map, where we've got the higher spawn rates and everything, and we could build out of this stuff. Obsidian just looks really cool. That might be a cool thing to build out of here. Just look at that. Isn't that amazing? And let's see, wooden. I love that. I love that Tudor look. And it's, of course, it's wood that you build out of. It has the strength of stone. The Hellfire is a little on the... No, I think he's actually improved this texture. I don't think it looked like this before. I know the floor didn't, but I had seen that he'd updated the floor, but it looks like the stone texture he's improved too. Very cool. If you're going to build like at the volcano or something, that would be a really cool material to build out of. And then there's Frosty, which, I don't know, I suppose it might be cool to build up here, but that's not really what I want to do. I suppose if you want to do like a, you know, frozen ice castle sort of thing, then dark matter. But I would love to build either just out of the gray stone or the wooden, or probably a combination of the two. But I think that's going to have to wait until we are much further along. There's just no way I can gather the thousands of metal that we will need to build this. But I am really eager to build out of that. That is going to be so much fun to build out of. So that is going to go back in here. And so we are going to have to start building out of regular materials. So maybe, you know, maybe when we build out of that stuff, maybe we'll actually build up there at that time. Maybe we'll get a place built down here, and that'll be our lower fort. And then up there will be the really cool looking one built out of the other stuff. But we're going to start off here. And I think mainly what we need to start off with is just get our workshop built, get our house and everything built, and we'll just build that out of Structures Plus stuff. And I think I am going to put the house right up here. So we'll have our house right up here, overlooking all of this. And we'll get the workshop set up first, so that we can, have a comfortable place where we're, able to live here instead of having to live on the boat. And then we can get some more creatures. I want to get a Megaloceros thatch machine, and get a higher level mammoth is still a priority. I think we're good on the Dode area. I think we'll be able to do this pretty well. We're getting some good levels on there. But yeah, an Anki probably would also be good for getting us that metal. And we are, at this point, we are at level 53, halfway to 54. So we've got a level and a half to go before we can get an RG saddle. Once we get an RG saddle, then we can get an RG, level the RG up for weight, and then we'll be able to cart a lot more metal. Be able to fly over there, get a bunch of metal, and come back. And may actually, our first structure over there might be like an Anki house, just someplace safe to keep an Anki where he won't get attacked by stuff, and have forges. So we can just go over there with the Anki, gather up a lot of metal, get it forging, or even just, just gather up raw metal so we can build out of the castle's keeps and stuff. I can't wait to build out of that. Man, I really want to get that metal going. But yeah, first things first, and I am going to work on it off screen. So hopefully when we come back, I will be quite a ways along on getting our workshop built here. So we will have a Structures Plus workshop here, and we will start getting some starving done. I mean, not starving. We'll start getting some of this stuff done, and we will get our house built here, and then when we come back, hopefully we can start doing some more interesting stuff and getting this place really fixed up and have our first nice big place going right here. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm really eager. I mean, I've been looking forward to getting our first permanent house in for quite a long time. I love the cage structures, but I've really been looking forward to this. I'm really anxious to do the castles and keep set, but we will get started with regular old stone, and when we come back, we will work on whatever we're doing up here, which I don't really know. I'm playing it by ear, man. Come on. Alright, so if you liked the video, tickle that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And we will definitely see you in the next video. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.